Hi Internet, welcome back to another review of Black Clover! Holy cow, is this the best anime I've ever seen in my life! This is clearly the next Naruto. Boruto? More like Boringto, am I right?
Dude, it's May 1st, not April.
Wait, it's not April Fool's?
No, you idiot, that was last month.
God damn it, I had so many jokes set up and now none of them are going to make any sense.
Okay, so it's just a normal day then, what's changed?
Well, anyways, guys, what's going on? I'm Ricardo, the Cynical Critic. Here we are again with another RWBY review. Just 2 more episodes before the season comes to a close. So let's jump into the recap, shall we?
Last time on RWBY, our titular vixens had traveled to the fallen city of Mountain Glen to begin their mission to shadow the huntsman, Dr. Bartholomew Oobleck, and to learn what it means to be a huntress. This turns out, like a Republican voter, to have a double meeting as the good doctor asked them each why they wanted to be a huntsman and not stay-at-home wives. And like the emotional women they are, this had a much larger impact on the girls as they are unable to sleep, pondering the reasons that they gave their professor. The heiress states that her ill-gotten wealth isn't enough to cover up the poor decisions that her father and his company have made. She knows joining the company will change nothing, so she decided to become a huntress, hoping to bring back some honor to the new name. Mike reminisces back to the trailer that many viewers did not watch because it was called a trailer, even though it was technically a preseason episode. Belladonna, however, is more like the animal that she's called than we thought, because she says that whenever things get too rough, she scampers off like the scared little kitty cat she is. Or possibly a YouTube troll. Oh, snap! As for Barbara Dunkelman, she admits that she is jealous of the other girls. So what's new with women? But it's because they have reasons while she is just going with the flow, like a proactive hippie. Ruby's reason is not needed so much, as she is both still just young jailbait, and because her reason is because she simply wanted to be like the heroes of old. Later that night, Ruby takes her dog for walkies when she comes across the White Fang hideout that they were looking for. But before she can tell the others, our protagonist falls down a sinkhole and is captured. As her team goes looking for her, RWBY is brought before the dastardly Roman Trainwreck. Will our heroine make it out of this pickle? Will her friends be able to get to her in time? Will the plot of the show ever kick into gear? Find out now on The Spectacular Adventures of RWBY with her sidekick, Best Boy Zwei!
Okay, that was weird. We're going to ignore what just happened, right?
Agreed.
Cool. Roll the clip, Lakanon.
Skip, my loo, my darling. And we're back with Ruby getting her ass handed to her by Roman.
Oh man, you know, Perry, I really did need this.
Bitch better be careful with my jailbait waifu or I'll cut his ass.
Child abuse and hitting a girl. Roman, my man, I love you, but you're making it hard to do so.
How'd you find this place, Red? Huh? Whoa!
This is why you serpentine, sweetie.
Looks like someone graduated from the Prometheus School of running away from things. Ridley Scott is gotta be really depressed that he's the reason that meme exists.
Let me make this clear. Not through here yet. Oh, what the? What is going on here?
Oh God, boss, help!
What is it, Grim?
No, worse! Yang's angry!
May God have mercy on us all. And for the second time in recent months, Roman gets Mario as Red Riding Hood runs to Goldilocks.
Somebody kill her!
Cause my gun is horribly inaccurate!
Attach this car and spread the word. We're starting the train.
But we're not finished!
Didn't you just break that? Ah, well, who's got time for Ruby's terrible inconsistencies? Red Riding Hood then reunites with her sister Goldilocks and tells them that Roman's got tons of equipment loaded onto the train. Oobleck tries to say that the tracks lead to nothing but a dead end, only for them to hear Roman announce to the White Fang that
We are leaving!
You need backup. Let me call Sean.
You need backup and you call Yawn. Okay, I guess that makes sense. He's stupid enough to come. Pyrrha's always going to follow her senpai, and Ren and Nora are just going to be dragged along like they've been throughout the series so far.
I can't get through. So what do we do? We're stopping that train.
well, the gang somehow jump onto the moving train, but apparently they're not stealthy enough because word gets to Roman.
They made it on the train! Then grab some cargo and get them off the train! Man, animals, every one of them.
What?
You heard me! Back on top of the train, Weiss makes a discovery.
Professor?
Doctor.
Dumbass.
That, my dear, appears to be a bomb.
Dr. Oobleck, ladies and gentlemen! But there's far more to worry about as both the White Fang begin to head their way and as the bomb arms itself. As they get the hell out of Dodge, Oobleck tells Blake to unfasten the caboose. Fucking weird to hear that come from him. Also, Bouchik honk honk. As she's had experience with it. Oh, I'm sure she has. God damn it, Lakanon!
Huh? It decoupled itself.
What? That's not good.
Anyways, then Ruby discovers another bomb, causing Oobleck to have a sneaky suspicion as he learns that each and every one of the cars have a bomb.
Get the human!
Get the hypocritical racist!
Well, Team Ruby begins killing the White Fang, because, you know, they're using guns and blades, and in Weiss's case, magic. Not even White Fang Wilhelm is safe, which is probably not a problem as Wilhelm seem to breed like rabbits, or in this case, jackalopes. And yep, there's porn of it. You never disappoint me, Internet. It's then that Oobleck realizes the White Fang's intent.
Oh, dear.
He's leading Grim to the city! It's the cars! They detach and explode, creating openings for the Grim! We have to hurry! You three, go below and try and stop those bombs!
What about us?
We're going to stop this train.
Yeah, I know. I said that earlier.
Yeah, but you didn't have speed lines around you, did you? Presentation, ya bitch! The team then jump into action as the White Fang hop into... Holy shit, how many of those did they steal? Well, they begin to engage Ruby, Oobleck, and Zwei when... Now those things go down faster than an ad out on ice, just after an oil spill, wearing roller skates, and with a severely drunk driver. The other three enter into the train car, where Weiss puts her support character role to work.
Here, this should help you.
But before they can go anywhere, they are stopped by Little Ice Cream Sundae. Yang calls dibs as Checkmate moves forward. However, despite being a literal head shorter than Bumblebee's better half, Yang quickly learns that Nero is far more than a match for her, constantly using Yellow's strength against her. Clearly getting annoyed, Yang goes all out on everybody's favorite mute waifu. However, this turns out to be a mistake, as Neo simply uses Yang's anger to gain the upper hand and throws her against the ceiling, knocking her out. She then goes in for the kill, but a new challenger arrives! And upon seeing this new waifu, Neo flees in terror. However, Yang's savior leaves just as suddenly as she arrived. What a bitch. In the next car, Black and White are also forced to separate, as Grimface goes after White.
Finally, I get to kill a Schnee.
White then begins to lay into Senior Chainsaw Massacre, landing strike after strike after strike, and pulling off a clear Blaze Blue combo. But sadly, this is apparently an instant where speed does not triumph over strength. Ahead, Blake finally reaches Roman, who makes a pass at her before beginning the fight.
You know, we really ought to stop meeting like this. People are gonna talk.
As I keep saying, this is clearly an anime. For I too, Roman, love me some high school anime girl. Anywho, Blake then gets Roman on his back. Knew she was into domination. But before she can put an end to this, Weiss is sent flying through the door, and the Black Cat has to settle with knocking Torchwick out so that she can go help the Ice Queen. Back outside, Ruby and Oobleck continue to take out the White Fang.
Ruby, you go on ahead.
It's time I teach them a lesson.
Go.
Yeah, send your little dog to fight the giant-ass robot. Because he's clearly the most OP character in this series.
Wait, why are Blake, Weiss, and Yang there? What happened to Lumberjack Man? Did they stop him? Did they kill Roman? And who the fuck was that lady who saved Yang? Who gives a shit, because Ruby notices that they have reached the end of the tracks. But the train is still barreling at full speed. So what do they do? Well, Ruby and Weiss smirk at each other because they're about to rip off a move from a film released just before this episode. And of fucking course they survive with barely a scratch. But ain't no time to complain about that because Grimm emerge from the hole and pour into the city.
Oh no, it seems that our characters are in for the fight of their lives. Will they be able to seal the hole before more Grim break through? Will Team RWBY be able to stop the beast before they turn Vale into another Mountain Glen? Will Rooster Teeth be able to end the show on a positive note and not pedal out like they did last time? And what happened to Oobleck, to Zwei, to Roman, to all the White Fang that were still on the train? Are they all dead? Probably, if science has anything to say about it. But I probably shouldn't get my hopes up, this being an anime and all. Either way, folks, tune in next time to find out the answer to all these questions and more. Hopefully, when Team Religion returns in A Veil of Shadow.
We're still ignoring that that's happening, right?
Yes.
Well, anyways, guys, that episode was awesome. Sure, it had some flaws that I'll get to later, but first let's stay with something that everybody has loved about this show. So much that some people has become the reason they watch it, which is why they became disappointed later on in the series due to its lack of presence in the show. The fights!
Yeah, thanks to Monty Ohm, may he rest in peace. RWBY gained a name for itself by having some pretty epic fight scenes. Volume 1 showed off that, thanks to the show being 3D animated, it was able to have more impactful fights with better camera angles and smoother action than what you would normally be able to achieve with 2D animation. Again, my usual fuck you response to all you 2D purists out there.
Now for Volume 2, they more or less threw in the fights just for fun, allowing us to enjoy the show all the more as characters and what plot and world building there were worked on.
Granted, there were only a few fights throughout the season, but that's a good thing, as it allowed us to not become bogged down and desensitized by them. The near literal handful of fights we got did their jobs by giving us an entertaining scene to watch as world, plot, or characters were subconsciously worked on. And, believe it or not, this episode did have some key character moments. The brief reuniting of RWBY and Yang seems understandable in their joy, but becomes more impactful when you remember the unusual familiar bond these two share. Best of sisters and more like mother and daughter. Do not get between Mama Goldilocks and her cub, fool. And it also seems that Oobleck wasn't joking when he said that he was more than an accomplished fighter. Still a little weird what happened with Zwei, but I guess that's just what anime corgis can do. Yeah, screw C-Spot Run. I prefer to see Zwei fly. What was also intriguing was the interaction between Weiss and the guy with the I'm overcompensating for something chainsaw. She told us back in Volume 1 that her family had been hated and targeted by the White Fang. And it's nice to see that, as it does beg the question, just what has her father and their company done to the Faunus to deserve such animosity?
Now, the final bit of character development is technically world building, as it's for the crowd of people and the reminder of the dangers that surround them.
No doubt inspired by Attack on Cities, the people of Vale have a similar reaction to the people of Shiganshina. Absolute terror, which, come to think of it, would only make matters worse, as the Grimm would become stronger in the presence of such negative emotions.
And one can wonder if this was Cinder's plan from the beginning, open up a breach and let the Grimm pour in to drown the city of Vale. We can even wonder, perhaps, were they the ones that caused the destruction of Mountain Glen?
It's a very similar incident, and the writers do go out of their way to establish that Mountain Glen was once part of Vale before it was suddenly overrun by Grimm. Sadly though, speaking about the writers, I wouldn't give them that much credit.
Good going. Congratulate them with one hand and slap them with the other.
Do it, you're fired. I swear to God. Seriously. I don't care who wrote it.
I bring this up because we still don't know or even have a clue on why.
Why attack Vale like this? Why would the White Fang sick Grimm on a town that is filled with Faunus as well as humans? And isn't Torchwick, Cinder, Emerald, and Asshole humans as well? I don't think the Grimm discriminate just because you helped a brother out. Granted, we do have one more episode left that could easily explain this, or at the very least give us an idea. However, there's still issues with the plan that another episode really won't be able to answer. Why place each bomb in its own car and then detach the car to blow holes in the tunnel, when they could have easily just lined sections of the tunnels with the explosives? I mean, what they did felt more like a cheesy Bond villain's idea of getting something done. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry guys, I just remembered who I'm talking about. True, one could say that RWBY and the gang caught him off guard and that they had to rush the plan. But then why did they use the train to create the final hole? The train was loaded with White Fang. I don't think they, let alone Roman, would be, forgive my pun, all aboard on that idea. Yeah, sure, this is an anime and far stupider things have been done like it's an everyday occurrence, but it still doesn't excuse it.
I agree. What is the fact that it's awesome and you just don't know how to have fun.
I know how to have fun, I just don't like removing my brain to do so.
But that's what makes it fun!
Anyways guys, we still have one more episode before the end, so fingers crossed that is as awesome as this one. So thanks for watching guys, I'm the Cynical Critic Ricardo. With me, no movie's sacred, no video's safe, but all deserve a chance. I'll catch you guys next week for the conclusion of RWBY Volume 2. Kudos!
For it.
Oh, Happy Feet! Wombo combo!
That ain't Falco.
That ain't Falco! Oh! 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 Where you at? Where you at?
Away from us, baby!
Oh, sorry. Bye.